Hello, beautiful singers. This is Valerie White Williams and Vocal Splinter Studios. And today I would like to talk to you about how to sing the Star Spangled Banner. The Star Spangled Banner is one of the songs I recommend that all my singers learn because there are so many opportunities to sing it. I have friends that sing at sporting events, they get free tickets. Every school needs someone to sing it. It's very difficult to find somebody who can pull it off. Why? Because it's got a huge range and there's a lot of pressure, and usually the people who sing it are usually required to sing a cappella, and so they don't have any help to manage this big beast of a song. And even professionals sometimes have problems because it's tough. It's very tough. However, we need to do it anyway, and there's a lot of opportunities. So today I'd like to talk about things to keep in mind when you sing the Star Spangled Banner. I would say the number one thing that I see happen the most with people is finding the right key. Because the Star Spangled Banner starts in the medium voice and goes down low and then it goes up high. So what I usually tell people is start it as low as you can, because you want to get it so you're low enough but can get into the high voice. So if you started too high, by the time you get to the high part, people squawk. And I've heard of people changing key in the middle of the song, which is kind of a big faux pas. You don't want to do that. So you want to make sure you're very careful to set the key that works for you. And that's going to be different for everybody. But because it's got such a long range, there's only going to be so many keys. So we're looking at usually the key of F, the key of F sharp, the key of G, the key of A flat, things like that. So when we pick the key, the note you start on is not the key. It starts on the fifth. Now that's a lot of music theory, so let me just demonstrate for that. So let me find my key here, and I'm going to check it. I have a pretty good ear and I usually can nail things, but for the Star Spangled Banner I wouldn't want to mess around, because when you get nervous and flustered it can be difficult to find your pitch. So I would always use a pitch pipe, or I'm just going to use my app, the Real Piano app. So for me, my key is G. That's the G, but I don't start on the G. I'm not singing there or here. I'm going to start on the D. It goes, oh, say. So the key is G, it's that bottom note, but I'm not going to start high. So I'm going to go down to the bottom and go down, oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? So the key of G is what works for me. So when I go, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air. So I have, those are the high notes. Now it keeps going up to those high notes, but that's where the range is going to be. So you got to find out where your really good high notes are and see if you can go down so you barely touch on those low notes right away. So finding the key is major important. 2, the Star Spangled Banner is a song that means a lot to people, especially our veterans. And one of the things they hate more than anything is someone going up there and basically trying to make it their own and grandstand, or try to mix it up and do something fancy. It really doesn't require any of that. I mean, a few tasteful flourishes might be fine, but sing the song as it was written. It's such a great song, and there's so much drama and storytelling in the song. If you stay in the moment with the song, you're going to be effective. And what this song does is it inspires people to go for it and sets the tone. So you have a powerful moment to really set the tone and speak the lyrics. So again, what are the lyrics about? Yeah, it's about a war. It's about a war, but it's about being inspired by that the flag was still there and seeing the war happen. And back in those days, people would go watch the war like they go to a sporting event. And this is really true. Wars were fought in areas that were kind of set aside or keeping the regular people away. So this whole idea of bombing civilians, people didn't really do that back then. They fought other warriors. It was a gentleman's game. And the warriors fought the other warriors, often in big fields, and people would watch from the ramparts. And even in the Civil War, this would happen. People would watch these wars happen, and they go home and go have dinner. But not that it wasn't a serious event, but we saw war as something that affected the military and not everybody else. Not that the military wasn't working for us, but it was a different reality. So the person who wrote this poem is talking about seeing this battle that was crazy, and they didn't even know if they would survive, and they were seeing the bombs in the air, and it was crazy. But the next day, they saw the flag. That meant someone was there and that they survived, they made it. The power of the flag was still there. So that's the power moment of the song. The land of the free and the home of the brave. And ironically, this song was about the War of 1812. So it wasn't even the Revolutionary War, but I think the feeling of feeling proud for my country and seeing that flag was there. Now, if you can't relate to a flag in a battle, think of some other way where you thought you were just at the end of your rope, you weren't gonna make it, you're just down on your luck, but oh my God, you made it. It's like Rocky, he came up. So you wanna find that feeling in the song, the flag was still there. So the lyrics is really key to keep that storytelling. Okay, the next thing I suggest you do when you sing the Star Spangled Banner is go in and look at each lyric and find the tricky diphthongs and vowels and R's. Because like a lot of poems that are really chewy and lots of consonants, they're really hard to sing. And so you can sound twangy and wonky if you don't really get clear the diphthongs. Now remember, a diphthong is a vowel sound that changes. So right off the bat we have, oh say can you see. So the word say is a big diphthong. By the dawn's early light. Okay, so early, that's a minefield. We have that tongue, the R. I have a video about singing R's. And then the diphthong, light. So what you want to do, especially if you're holding out that sound, is you want to stay on the ah, the open diphthong. Light, not light. And you don't want to go early and get the tongue all bunched up. So here's what I suggest. I know it's really anal, but it really does work. Is find a place and print out the lyrics. I know you know them. Print them out and look at them carefully. And what you want to look for is there a diphthong, like bright? Is there R's that are going to gumble up your mouth? Is there an open vowel? Because we want to start all open vowels like an ah, o, say. We want to put a little bit of H. Oh, say, can you see? So you find oh, say. We don't want to have that thing going on. So make notes in those lyric sheets, identifying some weird diction things so you really can enunciate clearly and you're not going to get stuck in diction trips like diphthongs and R's and L's. And then the last thing is take your time and pause when you need to. This is sung a cappella. And again, I suggest having a pitch, getting your pitch started. Don't guess on something really important. You can even do it carefully and just hear it, think it, hum it while you're getting ready to sing so you know you're going to nail the pitch every time. And then take your time and be in the moment with the story. Build to the end and then you will be successful. So I'm going to sing it word for word as I go, and I'm going to check my key again. So I'm going to try an A flat. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that Star Spangled Banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? All right, I liked A flat better, and I'm always trying to go lower because I think I should, but I felt way more secure in A flat, and find out what works best for you. So I now know I'm not going to try the G. A flat's my key, and I'm starting on the E flat, oh say. So we sing it a fifth above. So you start higher. All right, that's the Star Spangled Banner. Have fun singing it. Have fun working on it. It'll definitely make you a better singer. All right, take care. Thanks for the like, subscribe. So if you like this content, please go ahead and subscribe. Click on the bell so you get notified for all my uploads. If you like this content about singing and how to be a better singer and have more fun, because it's more fun when we sing better, right? Yes, but it's fun always, and you can always become a better singer by practicing and learning and watching all these great YouTube videos. So, all right, have a great day, have a great 4th, you Americans, and those that have America parties, have fun with that as well. I will see you next time, and don't forget to sing on.